Can you guys give me another perception check for no reason?
Perception, say.
21.
14.
Good. That one.
12.
Oof.
12 also.
Okay, I think Jeremy's the only one to see that. The Vine Blight comes back with a second health bar. Ah!
Oh no!
Are you serious?
The music didn't change. You gotta change the music first.
Jeremy, you notice immediately a elven figure coming out from behind one of the walls of the ruin. You did not hear them in the chaos of the fight, but they suddenly pop out, and then two more figures pop out. You see one elf in like a blue tunic with a cape, a halfling moving with a short bow, and a short person. You don't know what a halfling is. And a figure with purple skin and horns and big goggles coming out as well. Ignore the sprites. They're not accurate character descriptions.
Okay. All right, I'm standing next to James and Mark and Asher, and I'm gonna nudge them, and I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I think it's those horny guys, and I'm gonna fall to one knee. I'm still kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Bayfold will glance up and look to the rest of the guys. Okay, I think I'm gonna say the thing. You fellas look ornery today.
All right, so the three creatures are looking at you, and they are, again, you see one elf in blue tunic, cape, big old sword, big old shield on their back. You see another sort of shorter elf, as in what you remember elves sort of looking like, and then a person type that you've never seen with purple skin and purple horns and big glasses on their face. And you see them sort of talking to themselves, and but once the one in the blue tunic hears you say, "You fellows look ornery today," they put their sword away and sort of approach you cautiously, unclear of what to do. The shorter elf sort of had an arrow drawn, and then they put it down and leave it still knocked, and you hear one of them say, have you seen any of these people before? No, I haven't. And then you see the horned person sort of fiddling with their spectacles. And they go, I am detecting a level of unseen magic, a crossbreed of different forces, ancient yet new. And then she's going to slowly approach. I guess it'll be Martin is the closest one. Martin, what kind of clothing are you wearing?
What is shown basically in my sprite? It
Okay.
is my.
You got the t-shirt,
yeah,
and they got those sort of baseball length t-shirt underneath. So
Yep.
your wrist is slightly visible, and what you can see, and she reaches out and looks at your wrist, and then she sort of slides your sleeve up and reveals more of the tattoo, and then she looks at you and says, "Is that fresh?"
Yeah. We just got them by some dude we met in a dream. Where'd you get your goggles?
And she respond to you immediately. You hear the taller of the elves say, "Well, I'm pretty sure these are the humans they're looking for." And then the shorter one says, "Well, if they want them alive, do we kill them and deny them what they want right now?" And you hear the other one say, No, that's not what we're here to do." And then Ailing, the horned lady, it's a tiefling. All right, you guys don't know what a tiefling is.
Thank you.
It's a tiefling.
dog.
You've never seen one before. I'm gonna call it a tiefling from here out. You don't know what a tiefling is. Just
Fair.
to confirm that right now. It scans all of you, and then she says, "I have made an astounding discovery. These humans are sentient. Not only that, they have a distinct magical property that makes them stand out like a sore thumb on a scan. Take a look." And she grabs her glasses and puts it on the captain's face. And then she points at Mark and says, "You, Big one. Say a word.
Hello.
Excellent. Now say a whole sentence.
I don't know who you are, lady, but I feel like I'm being insulted right now.
See? They can respond to words.
Yeah, we have free will and complex thought too. What's your deal? I'm still holding my flamethrower too.
Oh, this is so exciting. And then the captain turns to the smaller ones and says, we will not kill them. If we kill them, they enter the soul stream. And that means... and the other one sort of like nods and goes, okay. And puts the arrow away.
What's a soul stream? And what happens if we enter it?
The taller one turns to you and says, all right, fess up. Who taught you that phrase?
We found ourselves in the shack of Powell, Shard, and Bruin, and they sent us your way to get us out of their hair because they had some royal people knocking on their door because they killed a bear owl in the King's Woods.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got all that right.
Also, we just heard you say Soulstream.
We also heard you say Soulstream. You said Soulstream.
Oh, and so she's examining you again and like pulls the glasses like, oh yeah, they would be picked up immediately. Look at them, they're glowing.
We have names. I'm sure you do too. And
right.
I'm all for the pursuit of knowledge, and I get what you're doing, but there is a thing as manners. My name is Martin Bayfold, and I will gesture to the rest of the crew. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm James. I hold up my club menacingly.
I'm Jeremy.
Asher.
And Mark.
See, names, the people.
The taller one says, forgive the excitement of our artificer here. It's just that it's not always that we run into humans that can speak or have any kind of sentience or free will at all. So, but
Have you met humans before that don't? They're like zombies?
You are new here, aren't you?
Obviously.
Have you...
Did just
and then
that.
Ailing says, and yes, they haven't died once yet, so...
I've died.
Um,
What do you mean? Of
and
course
so-
we
so,
haven't died.
All right, let me introduce myself. I am Rock. I am the captain of this recon squad. It's an honorary title. Not that we have many. Enough to really determine the ranks. That right there is Ailing, and forgive her curiosity and enthusiasm. And this is Artak here. So, do you want to come with us to Hyrule?
I think that's where we're supposed to be going after meeting you. So
And
that feels right, guys. Yeah.
Artak will be the first person. Who's the one carrying the pelts?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you probably put it down before the fight. You know, I'm gonna mark. I would say that you were like putting it down when you were clearing a campsite.
Yeah, it'll probably still be in that room.
Okay.
Get it.
Then Artak does not notice that you have pelts because you don't have them on you. Disregard. All right.
We do have pelts for you that they sent.
There we go. Appreciate you.
I mean, I was about to say it anyway.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to Hyrule, and then okay, you Ailing, I have a lot to talk to you about, especially about those goggles. And you're an artificer, and if that means what I think it means, we're gonna be best friends. But what happens to us when we get to Hyrule? Like the pelts, that's whatever. That's, smuggling. That's what you're doing. But you're a captain in army? Guys, if you want to ask any questions, feel free.
Hyrule sounds so familiar. Is that a city in I don't know, Indiana? It's just ringing a bell.
Oh, I got a nut. I rolled for this. I got a nat 20. It's from a video game. I didn't want to say anything because it feels so that is the name of a place here. But yeah, Hyrule. It's from Legend of Zelda. I beat it like 4 times. It's a great game, and there's a place here called Hyrule, and that's weird.
Oh my god, are we
Bayfold,
inside a video game?
I don't know.
Bayfold, you notice that the captain has on his belt a symbol of the Triforce.
I just got a fucking Triforce.
What's a Triforce?
It's the symbol with the triangles that make another triangle. It's from the game.
God, you're such
Guys.
a nerd.
I love Ocarina of Time.
Duh. Okay, thank you, Asher.
What are these
yes.
words?
There we
I
go.
just want to
Video games.
throw out as a big fan. Jeremy doesn't play a lot of video games. He's often outside, but a captain wouldn't just have the Triforce symbol, unless it was part of the Hylian crest. Just throwing that out there.
But actually,
Yeah, no, it is not part of a Hylian crest. You are correct. This is true.
Yeah, that's wrong. It's not how that should be used.
Thank you.
actually, the Triforce is Hyrule.
We're discussing video game anachronism. Yeah, Bayfold's freaking out.
Yeah, I mean,
And
what
also-
what is gonna happen to us? Like, are we in danger?
So Artok goes over and sees like the bundle of pelts and is like, "Yeah, we can take these back." And Ailing looks and says, "What's gonna happen to you? Have you eaten?"
Oh,
Do you have food?
Jerky, some jerk
I
meat.
could definitely use some breakfast
I'm
At
starving.
this point, it is decidedly closer to dinner.
or dinner.
Oh my gosh!
Brinner.
But she's literally like flicking through like a bunch of like settings on her goggles, and it's just like, oh my gosh, where did you get that clothing? This is great. All right.
for some food and some explanation, you can do whatever looking into on whatever we got. You could research it all.
Rock looks at Artok and says, "All right, bind their hands."
Whoa,
Whoa.
Why?
I was already restrained by a bunch of vines earlier, and I found out that I can scream and cause things to blow up with my mind. I don't want to
Also,
be restrained.
Yeah, thanks for your
now.
help with that, by the way.
Oh, they've already. My gosh! All right, well, bind them and then gag that one too. And Ailing is like, whoa, guys! Like, we don't have to be. They seem nice.
Yeah, we
I
are
don't
nice.
think we need to go this far.
We're just
Yeah, as
confused.
long as you don't try to bind us, freaks.
Where are you? Where do you hail from?
Earth,
Indiana.
Iowa.
Not
Iowa.
here.
And then Ailing kind of looks at and says, "Hear that? They're fine.
We're also children.
All right, come with me." And so are you guys going to follow them back to?
I mean, as long as they're not trying to bind our hands.
Yeah.
Like, has that been done with?
No, they're fine with that. I just want to show you. This is the artwork for Ailing.
Oh,
Oh, they're so
Oh, it's wonderful. I love it. And yeah, no, Bayfold is hyper obsessed with those goggles right now.
Yeah. You guys start to walk with them, kind of like you have the shorter elf bringing up the rear, the captain up front, and Ailing sort of like picking that guy's brain. What are you guys talking amongst yourselves like?
Oh, I'm trying to talk to Ailing about everything.
Okay.
Yeah, like, well, resolve. I've been talking a lot.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
I mean, I think James would be pretty freaked out still. Like, I think he'd be kind of quiet. He might say to Mark, like, very shortly and quickly, like, "Hey, thank you for tackling that big guy."
No
Anyway.
problem, man.
And they would
That's
just
what I do.
slink away back into quiet contemplation about what just happened.
Are we friends now? Are we gonna be friends?
Not for a
Just
while.
one friend.
I imagine Mark saying that out loud, just like, nah, dude. Walks
No.
away.
That
As-
being said, I hear James thank Mark, and I was like, maybe he's not that bad.
James walks away. I give myself a little fist.
Yeah.
Breakfast club.
I'm gonna lean over to James and be like, just keep that book hidden.
Yeah, whatever.
I would
Stash it back in my backpack.
I
Thank
would
you.
maybe talk to Asher a little bit and just say it's kind of rude how they just assume that we're not sentient and dumb just because they don't know us.
Yeah, that was kind of odd. I guess I don't know. They haven't really seen people like us in a long time. And Asher's still kind of like still trying to calm down from the fight. Like the rage is dissipating, but like he's still
Hmm.
doing his breathing exercises or like tapping or counting, but still trying to be present.
So yeah, you guys walk along with them until you get to the point where you get to this sort of like covered almost tunnel area. They speak a word, and once you speak, you see these vines that were opening it up, and then you see this tunnel that goes into the side of the mountain.
Wow.
Do I recognize that word as maybe part of the same language that I spoke when I made that vine creature's head explode?
Go ahead and give me a. I'm trying to think, what would it be?
Maybe insight?
Yeah, go ahead and go with insight. It's gonna be a hard one.
How's 18?
Nope, not gonna do it. I mean, it sounds, it's not the same language, but like to be able to say, oh, that's the same language as like it's not the same. It would be hard. That's a
Fair.
that's a
That's
heavy
fair.
lift.
Fair.
As you guys walk through the tunnel, you see eventually a sort of light coming out the other side. This is not like a long tunnel. It's more like one of the ones you would just find in the middle of the woods. Like you see the light coming out, and as you exit, you see that what you're actually within is what looks to be a dormant volcano. Big crater that's taking up the center of this mountain, and the edges of the crater sort of like lifting up around the side, almost as a natural fortress. The inside, you see a large settlement, almost a city. People coming to and fro all over the place. The only access outside of that's directly beyond like this sort of like exterior is just one carved out spot that sort of connects to a river nearby where people can come to and from. But otherwise, this is a sort of naturally fortified and protected area. So, and that's when the captain looks at you and says, well, welcome to Hyrule.
This is it. Wow.
Wow. This isn't at all like what I was imagining.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, and notably for you guys, this is not it does not look anything like Hyrule from the video game.
Right. Yeah, this is not what I was expecting. I was expecting an entire castle and green.
So there are pretty decent structures here. It's just that they're kind of aged, a little bit old. It says, well, yes, this city had been here for quite some time, and we had repurposed it.
That's incredible. So, who's we? Who are you with? Like you're a captain.
A-Ling says, I think you need to meet somebody.
I think you need to tell me everything about how you made those goggles and then give them to me.
Give me the
In a
goggles.
bit. But in the meantime, they sort of like bring you up to a sort of city hall area. They bring you inside, and inside there is a bustling sort of to and fro. You see maps on the walls of various different cities and what seem to be troop movements. And the captain, Rock, looks at you and says, this might be a lot at the very beginning, but understand that we are fighting a war and we are not necessarily winning. This is the resistance to a tyrant king. The ones that are looking for you. Humans.
Are you at
And-
war because of us?
There is someone else who can explain this better to you. And brings this along. You basically approach and you see basically the captain sort of like escorting you further into this building, up to the second floor, and into a room in the back. And that's when you see like a wide open room. There's a few people sitting around the table, and at the head of the table, you see a sort of darker skinned elf with like longer hair that's like tied up in braids. And it says, Castian, I think I have some people that you need to meet. The elf looks up and goes, oh, yes. And looks at the other folks around the room and says, excuse me for a moment, if I could speak with these folks in private. I would not, I dare not, I don't mean to be rude, but I will continue this conversation with you in a moment. And everyone else sort of like nods, shrugs their shoulders, and says, well, let's break for lunch or break for dinner. We'll be back tonight. And everyone, including the three that came with you, leave. And it's just you and the elf.
Please tell me you're going to tell us what's going on, because I would love to get some answers.
He will like point around and says, all of you speak, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
And all of you act as you would normally? No one sees anything suspicious about the actions of one of your comrades?
Look, since
I
we
mean-
got here, we've maybe gotten some cool powers. My hands smelled weird and healed Mark.
Nothing has been normal since we've gotten here.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, we're all we're all like we're not all normally like this, but we're all like we've all changed in similar ways.
Okay. What year is it?
Hold on, our year or your year?
2006.
What?
Because we're from someplace else. Nobody seems to quite know how we're talking about, but we'll just say we're from someplace else. So I assume our timekeeping is different than yours. So what are you asking?
Where you're from? What year is it?
2006.
Then we're from Earth, Iowa, to be specific.
He looks at you guys and walks to the other side of the table and stands in front of you. And you see him fiddling with his hand, and he pulls out a ring. And in front of you, you see him transform from this elf to a roughly 15-year-old kid. Darker skin and braided hair. And he looks at you and says, have they released another of the Series of Unfortunate Events books yet? By the way,
You're human.
I'm from Florida,
That sucks.
and it's been 4 years. Doesn't
What?
feel like it's 4 years.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Guys!
Language,
Guys,
babe.
no!
No, he's right.
No.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
We getting Jumanji'd?
Wait, are we allowed to say fuck now? Because I'm tired of saying
Who's
frick and darn.
No one's in charge. There's no rules.
You
I
know
got
what? That's a
stabbed
great
twice.
point. What the fuck?
There is a lot to learn. I will try my best to get you spun up, but in the meantime, you're safe here. Welcome to Hyrule, and welcome to the Resistance. And I think that's a great place to stop for the night.
I'd say
Yes.
so. I want to keep going. Can we go until like 1 a.m.? Is that
Oh,
okay?
I'm
Oh,
so
That's
excited.
hell
so
yeah.
cute.
Welcome
I
to the
love
Resistance.
Cashin already.
Well, I'm jazzed. Holy shit.
Yeah, I
That's
did not
cool.
see that
That,
coming.
Me
Aw.
neither.
And no, you have not been isekai'd into The Legend of Zelda. I'm sorry. Sorry,
I'm
Onion.
glad. I'm glad. It would've been
Onion would like
derivative, I'm
that.
sorry.
Jeremy wouldn't really care so much.
I love that
Oh
though.
my god.
Jeremy likes Legend of Zelda because you get to play outside in that game.
You stuck the landing, dude. Hell yeah. That
Yeah.
felt good.
That was incredible.
That was
That
great.
was
Wow.
that was really good.
Oh,
Oh.
thank you. Thank you.